Morning, good evening. I say it all wrong every time I come on. This is your host, Tina Boyle Whyte. I am the host of the Bridge Broadcast Show, and I am with you today to talk to you about your plans for the year. And I know that I said that we would be having guests, but it's coming. I just want to take the time to talk with you. Excuse me, I'm a little casual today. I'm on the road. I'm traveling for work, and so I wanted to just reach out to you and just give a shout out to say, hey, we're in 2020 and to see what you're doing and see what's going on. I know a lot of people are really doing 21-day fast, different things to do a cleanse. But I want to talk to you about just taking that momentary, fast. It's not just about 21 days. Actually, it's about more than 21 days. It's about, your whole lifestyle. And when we start talking about, your lifestyle and where it is that you want to go and where you want to be, it's one step at a time. I first want to thank WYTV7, the Christian Broadcast Network, for allowing me this opportunity to even speak to you. I am excited to be able to be on this network, to be able to bring to you, some thoughts around crossing over on the bridge. And so today, I just want to talk to you about what is your 2020 going to be. We have to start off this year right. We have to jumpstart this year. Now, again, mind you, it's a journey. Everything we do is a journey. The journey across the bridge to get from where you are to where you want and need to be. It's one step at a time. It's one decision at a time. And if you've ever tried to do anything like lose weight or get your health right or get back on track, it's not been an easy thing. And what I've discovered in my journey, it's just been really amazing. After really having been encountered with something that you say, oh my God, this is life-threatening, you really change the way you do it. And today, I don't come to you saying that it's a perfect process. Like today, I was trying to be meat-free, but it's hard to be on the road sometimes and eat in a very healthy way. And so I try to discipline myself to do the things that I know to do. Like my goal is to really have a meat-free diet, where I'm mainly eating salads and fruits and vegetables and drinking my water. That's really the goal. But the thing about it is just when I think about everything that I'm learning, I really want to wake us up to the word dis-ease. It's in everything that we're doing. And I'm just prepping you for the season, for the things that we're going to have and the things that we're going to be talking about, that really help us to stay in that place of being healthy. I was listening to a training that I was in, and it was from another show that we did. We talked about a product called Restore. And in this product, it is an amazing product. I've been taking it, and I have to truly say that I've had energy that I cannot even describe. It's been so much energy that I would I've stayed awake hours. Like I remember last week I stayed awake several hours and I couldn't even go to sleep. I think we were traveling. It's just something that we were doing. We were preparing to go out of the country or something. And so I took this product. It's an oil-based product. And what I've been learning about, essential oils and extra virgin oil, extra virgin extract and leaf, those things are so healthy for us and our body. I've been learning about the mitochondria and really learning that there's life in the cell. And if we don't take care of our cells, and we don't have energy, or we don't have the vitality we need, then that's when we start dissipating. Our body just becomes susceptible to dis-ease. There was a time that I just was out of control where I had high blood sugar, and we decided to gradually change our diets and get off that. And The discovery I found when I started looking at the side effects of metformin, it was just really, really alarming. And it was really a setup for even more things to happen to me health wise. And so I am not an advocate of medicines. However, just because I'm not, I strongly encourage you to go ahead and trust your doctor. But then I would say at the same time, continue to do some reading for yourself and having your own convictions. Once I read some information about metformin and I saw how the reviews were and the impact on your health, it just was mind blowing. So, for those of you who are struggling with diabetes, I want to encourage you to start integrating more fruits and vegetables into your diet. Drink more water and exercise more. Just even if you're out walking, even if you have a gym and you walk, you can get to the gym and just walk 20 minutes a day. Getting up your heart rate up and getting your just getting momentum. I just strongly encourage that. That's one of the things. And this season, not only am I talking about health, but I'm really like, this is like, I'm coming for this like a vengeance. And every day it's a discipline. And I was watching someone, Francis, John Francis in London at the Ruach Church. And he was preaching today. And he said, have you ever thought that where you may have an attack, that might be the place where God wants to use you greatly? It's so funny that now that this attack on my body has come, it has awakened me. I feel like I'm waking up from my sleep state, and I'm awakening to the impact of our body. Somebody said it like this: I would rather die of old age than to die of dis-ease. It is not normal. It is not God's plan for us to have dis-ease in our body. It is normal for us to die of old age when we get to the point where we're just old, and all these things that we're impacted by is just beyond what God has for us. And so when I'm home, some of the things that I've been doing is I go to the gym and I walk for a mile, and I do the stair climbers. And this is just me. It's just things that I'm trying to incorporate in my regimen. I go and get in a warm pool. We have a warm pool at my local gym. It's called the therapy pool, and I do about 25 minutes there, and I do laps, and I get my heart rate up. And most recently, doing that and taking the product called Restore, my blood pressure was really not normal. It was going into the abnormal range. And when I most recently did it, I had a 170 over 80 blood pressure rate. So it had gone down. I'd been watching it. And I could tell just, from my health that I would be sensitive to having to use the bathroom already all the time. But it's different now because I'm drinking a little bit more water, and I'm mindful. I'm mindful of what I'm drinking. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my sweets. I love all that. I love all that. But there's a discipline that I'm learning in this season that I have to discipline myself. I have to decide to not have the bread and the potatoes. Oh my God, I love French fries. I love potatoes, all those things, all those starches, all those starches that are there. And so, instead of having a starch, I'm doing more, like I have a spinach and doing more salads. And even more so, I'm doing more nuts, all kinds of nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds are good for you. So I'm doing that more. When I have a chance, I eat as much food. I brought some little cuties with me on the road for this trip. And when I get back home, I'm going to be doing more things like lentils and more I bought some couscous. I made couscous and some chickpeas. Chickpeas is something that is uh, made out of hummus, and so or hummus is made from chickpeas. And so what I've been discovering, between the plant-based diet, and we'll be talking about that more so that you can be informed and you know how to incorporate that in your diet. Even if someone said even if you incorporated a couple more servings of vegetables in your meal planning. Now, the thing with the vegetables, not overcooking them in the sense of, putting butter on them and salt and pepper. Those are the things that causes us to be at a place. We'll be talking about herbs and spices. I did something with nutmeg. Nutmeg and chamomile. Oh my God, these are the things that I'm learning. So I made some chamomile and I put nutmeg in it, and it's just such a calmer. Things that I'm learning about that. I had gone to Jamaica and I had mosquito bites, and I was like, what is the natural remedy for mosquito bites? And it said to use a chamomile tea bag, and I took the chamomile tea bag and I put it on the mosquito bites, and amazingly, it allowed my mosquito bites to go down. When I read further, it read that chamomile is an anti-inflammatory. And if you go back and look at one of my shows, we were talking about anti-inflammatories. The guest that I had, Roger Hill, was saying that some anti-inflammatories, some things that are inflammatory are good for us, but the majority of the things are the things that cause us to be able to swell in our bodies. And so the majority of things you want to have as you want to have an anti-inflammatory. You want to do all the things to keep those things down and keep everything in your body moving. Now, I don't speak from a professional. I'm speaking from my own experience. I'm walking through and I'm experiencing some things. And so I just want to share some things with you. I was looking at some scriptures, and the scriptures that, help us take a look at, how to eat better and how to do better. I had those up, but looks like I lost them. But Genesis 1:29, scriptures that help us eat better, and scriptures on health. What are they? I'll give you a couple before I go today. Scriptures on health and healing. Yeah, I just want to give you a couple. Okay, and of course they're not coming up right now. Why is that? All right, so much for that. So scriptures on health. So let's go to Genesis 1:29. I'll go back. Here it is. What does the Bible say about herbs for healing? Genesis 1:29 says, and God said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with seeds and fruits in it. You shall have them for food. And so that really encourages me. It helps me to know that I really need to be really getting to the plants with seeds. Genesis 9:3, every moving thing that lives shall be food for you. And as I gave you the green plants, I give you everything. It just reminds me that I know we need to have greens in our bodies. Ezekiel 4:9, here it is. And you take wheat and barley, beans and lentils, millet and emmer, and put them in a single vessel and make your bread for them. During the number of days that you lie on your side, 390, you shall eat it. And so when I started thinking about those scriptures, and I started thinking about the things that we need to have and that we need to eat, it makes me want to just go into the whole food store and just really just become aware of what it is that I need to start integrating in my body. my whole point is I want to encourage you to just one step at a time, start reading more and start taking in more. Not doing it overwhelmingly. Start doing a detox. Um, Go and meet your local, your at my home, Whole Foods. Whole Foods is expensive. Just go talk to the people and see what if um, what if people use for detoxes. It's important to detox our system on a regular basis because it's the toxicity in our body that causes us not to be well, and the toxicity in our cells just minimizes our capacity to be really healthy. So I want you to really to think about, a few things that you can start doing. Do you want to drink more water? Do you want to eat more greens? Do you want to eat more fruits? Do you want to eat more whole vegetables that are steamed? Do you want to detox more? Do you want to exercise more? What is something that you can start doing a little bit of? And it may not be drastic results, but it's knowing that you're taking control of your life. It could even be studying. It could be doing research. There's so much out there that you can do that could get you on track. I just want to encourage you to take some action to do something. Do something so that you could take back control of your health because it really is yours. And really, the will of the Father is that you prosper and be in good health as well as your soul prosper. He came that we may have life and life in abundance. And that life in abundance is one that we live and we live well in the sense that we're healthy. No longer are we an example when we have the same impacts just as the world does. And so I want to encourage you to just take one step at a time and really ask the Holy Spirit to lead you and guide you because He will. You have not because you ask not. And it says, knock and the door shall be open, seek and you shall find, ask and it shall be given unto you. So what are you asking God to help you? This is not a journey that we can do alone, but it's something that God is willing to walk with you and see you through because He wants His healing is the children's bread. That's the essential piece. And, His grace is sufficient for us. His mercies are new every morning, but we have to give the body what it needs to be able to replenish itself. And so I encourage you today, go look at the video, No Sweeter Way to Die. Talk to the pastor, and I'm reading that one page at a time because I know that once I read it, I'm fully responsible for the knowledge that I have. And so I encourage you that this is not something that you're in by yourself, but we're in this together. So I look forward to seeing you on the next show. I am gearing you up. I want to be able to let you know that we're in this together. We're going to go across this bridge one step at a time, one journey at a time. But until the next time, I will see you again. Reach out to me and let me know in this 2020 season as we get focused on our health and get focused on having wealth in our health. But until then, I love you and we will talk to you soon. God bless and goodbye for now.